Hey guys, so today I am going to do a little term update for you. I'm not the best at keeping track of the terms, but we're kind of finishing up some stuff. It's toward the end of the year, so let's get into it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go by child rather than subject. So I'll start with my 6-year-old. So he finished his level 1 Good and the Beautiful Language Arts a couple weeks ago. And I actually already, before I started debating whether or not I would continue with it, I had printed out level 2, the old level 2. I saved them all on my computer. I prefer them. And so yeah, I already printed it out. So I'm kind of debating whether or not I need to go get them bound at FedEx, but debating whether or not I am going to have him start on that, because I'm not sure if we're going to be using it next year. Probably will use it off and on, but might be doing that. He did really well with it. What we're doing now, since he's finished that and it is March, we're doing the Memoria Press book study, and then I am going to start doing some narration with him, so giving him prompts and having him just write out stories or whatever he wants. Okay, and then for his math, we are working through Singapore level 1, and so language arts comes super easily to him, and he gets it right away. So with math, it's a bit more conceptual, and it still comes easily to him, but he personally, I don't want to go too deep into it because he's his own person and this is my YouTube channel, but he definitely has high expectations for himself, and he thinks that he should understand it all right away, which just isn't how learning is. So when he does get it, he gets really excited about it. So we're just going through it a little bit slowly, because we don't do memorization. So he doesn't have any addition or subtraction facts memorized. Same with sight words. We don't do those. Just in my mind, it makes more sense to not. So it might start with a little bit more of a struggle in the beginning as far as, sight words, because they don't have that to just go to. They still have to sound it out or figure out the phonetics of it. Same with math. They don't have the memorization facts to just say, oh, I know what that addition is. So he's learning to make 10 right now with addition and subtraction and number bonds, and anyway, he doesn't have the memorization to fall back on, so I think that makes it a little bit more of a hurdle for him, but he's getting past it and we're doing really well. But anyway, we're taking our time with it. So we school year round anyway, so we'll probably still be doing year 1 during summer. Okay, and I think it's only individual. Everything else is family. So for my younger son, he just turned 5. Did I say my oldest is 6? He'll be 7 in May. So my second is 5, and he turned 5 in February, so a month ago. And he is about a third of the way through the Good and the Beautiful kindergarten, which I love their kindergarten program, which I mentioned in the video about talking about maybe not doing Good and Beautiful. I love their kindergarten and their readers, which I have in order of those coming, so I'll unbox those for you guys when I get them. So he is doing so well with it. I was kind of debating whether I should do an additional video about this, so let me know if you're kind of interested in hearing a little bit more about it. But I don't really follow the instructions in the workbook. I kind of make up my own stuff. So we'll do dot markers on when he has a word list that he's supposed to read. We'll do a rainbow, so it's there's 7 words and you just read them, but I'll be okay, let's make a rainbow with our dot markers on each word that you read. It just makes it a little bit more fun, right? Little tiny things. And then the other day there was if you're familiar with, I'm sure you guys are, so there's 5 sentences and then a box with 5 words in it, and he was supposed to find the right word and put it in the sentence. And I could tell as soon as he looked at the page, he was he had that face this is too many words, I don't want to read this. But before he could say it, I told him that I thought of it on the spot, but proud of myself. But I was oh, you get to be a detective today. So you have these 5 words and you have to figure out where they go in these sentences. And if we use all 5 of them in the 5 different sentences, do you think you can figure that out? And he was so excited. And he told his older brother, he was like, I get to be a detective today. And yeah, he was super into it. So I probably can't pull that one out again for a few weeks. Otherwise it's like not gonna be special. But just doing little things like that is getting him really excited, because again, we are doing the older version of Good and Beautiful Kindergarten. So it doesn't have like the appy games and like all of the, you know, kind of kitschy stuff. So I'm just more into doing that stuff on my own, but I know it works really well for some other people. And it does move really fast. So we are past the lesson 30 slump, which I call it. It's like somewhere in the 30s of the older kindergarten. They just get, it's like overwhelming, and they're learning like 4-letter words in different blends, like one after the other. And he's doing so well with it. And he's reading the A and B, those old readers, and he's obsessed with them. He's like, do I get to read one of my books again today? And it's really cute. And then for math, he's doing the level K Singapore, which is just practice for learning. It's like color by number. It's all stuff he very, very much knows. And I mean, he's doing his brother's math with him because he's like very math minded, like myself. And so this is more just like getting him in the flow of sitting down and learning about math and pulling out your manipulatives with your workbook and doing it all together. And they love it. So it's not like it's a training them in a way. You know, they like doing it, but it's still, you're still getting them used to it. Okay, family subjects. Oh yeah, so I have the history that I kind of just got random books. So I mostly based it off of Sonlight, which you can watch my unboxing video and you can see all the books that I got for it. So we are just going chronologically. It's just like a little bit of American history, just like little snippets. We're at the Revolutionary era right now, and so we learned about taxes the other day, and it was really fun. I gave them pretend money, and they were going to spend it later if they had any left, but I was like taxing them on stuff all day, and they thought it was so funny. I was only going to do it a little bit because I thought they were going to be upset that I was taking all their money, but they thought it was so funny, so I taxed all their money and they just like thought it was so funny. So, and then they were taxing each other during the rest of the day. I don't know, it was fun, and it was very entertaining, and we've learned about like the pioneers, and they're retaining so much from these books. Columbus, Native Americans, we've learned about a lot. And I really like the spines that I chose, which are 2 of them are from, actually I think they're all like Sonlight based, but 2 of them are actually made by Sonlight, and those are the heroes and happenings. And then one of them is just like the DK, like American history, which is actually for their next level up. But my kids love it, and they're like very interested. They love history, so, which is nice because I don't feel like it really stuck with me when I was younger, so I feel like I'm learning a lot of stuff that I just didn't really know about. And then science, we are rounding out our beautiful feet science, which I absolutely loved. I do have a review on my channel too if you want to check it out. It's been great. I would definitely recommend it more for like younger ages. I mean, you could dive deeper, you could do extra work, and it could be for older kids, but it's very intro. So we are finishing that up. What I actually want to do, I kind of like hinted at this in one of my last videos, I'm not sure, but so I want to move into Sonlight science, and I don't want them to miss any of them. So I want to start with level K, but I don't really want my son, who's going to be a 2nd grader, to start with level K in 2nd grade. So I think I'm going to try and condense it, do it all, but do it in like a condensed time period. So I'm going to get level K to start in May actually, and then do through the summer. Hopefully be finished with it and be able to roll into level 1 when my kids are kindergarten and 2nd grade. And then I think that'll be kind of a good middle ground for them. My younger son is like it's not gonna be too challenging for him or something. That's, you know, it's homeschooling, they're like way ahead of stuff anyway. But yeah, so that is something that I am wanting to do. So either Sonlight or Bookshark, they look exactly the same to me, but Bookshark is like $50 cheaper. So if you see something that is different, I tried to ask them on their chat and they were like, oh, well, we only work for one company. It's umbrellaed, but we don't know anything about, so they couldn't compare them for me. So if you know something that I'm missing about the difference, like why the Bookshark is so much cheaper, let me know, because otherwise I'm probably gonna go with that one, at least for the science is cheaper, this level K. Okay, and I think, is that pretty much all we're doing right now? So I think that's it. Something that I do want to get started, which I'm gonna make a video of my Easter baskets for my kids, because I just think it's kind of fun. I'll probably talk about it in this video as well, my dogs. Which is that I'm sorry, there's like music and dogs and there's lots of stuff going on. The Easter baskets, what I like to do is like I'm actually looking at an Easter basket from last year. It's just like the little Target Bright Room one, has Duplos in it now. So I get myself a basket, well 3 baskets for my kids, and put their Easter stuff in it, and then I reuse them for like storage or toys or whatever. So what I want to do this year is make a little art shelf in my kitchen, because I have a shelf that is just kind of a catch-all and I don't like that. So it's going to be 3 baskets. I'm going to do like a watercolor basket, a Play-Doh basket, and these will like rotate around, but a Play-Doh basket, and then I'm going to put the draw right now because I have not been pulling those out and they love them. So these baskets are just going to be accessible. They can just pull them down and do the craft, and I'll switch it out and do like kinetic sand or like do dried bean trays and stuff like that. But I'm very excited to get that going because I just have not been pulling out craft stuff much lately, and I want that for them. I want to pull that stuff out. But our homeschool group, we do crafts with those, but it's only like one day every other week, so that's not enough crafts. I mean, they do have access to stuff here. We do stuff, and we do baking and things, but I just want more crafts available for them. So I think that's all for my update. Oh, and the last thing I was going to say was I mentioned that we're going to start the new science in May, and that is because end of April, which is, it's going to be in 4 weeks, we're going on our Disneyland trip. And I think I'm just gonna do like a little clippy vlog of it, not like try and like vlog my face in Disneyland because that's uncomfortable for me, but just like, you know, like live photos and put it in for you guys because I think it's really fun seeing other people's vacations. So yeah, we're going for a week. So we're actually driving. We live in Oregon. It's like a 12.5-hour drive, but it's my husband's choice, so I let him choose. Because let's be real, Disneyland was more of my choice than his. So we're driving down to my brother's in I guess I don't really want to give too many specifics, but it's about halfway, and then we'll stay there on Sunday, and then Monday morning we'll go early and go drive actually straight to Disneyland and go in there that day, and we'll get there around 1 or so right after nap time in the car. And then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday California Adventure Disneyland, like all the days. And I'm so excited because the boys are so into Star Wars. They like listen to their audiobook and they have all these Star Wars books that they're so interested in. They finally have started watching the movies and shows, but mostly their interest was piqued in books, not because I was nervous of the movies. Okay, I'm just gonna keep rambling. So that is my update. I think I got pretty much everything. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I will probably be doing another like end of the year update, letting you kind of know like what curriculum even though you don't know for the most part if you watch my videos, but what curriculum we loved, didn't love, and probably like my real end thoughts for next year. If you haven't seen my last thoughts video, this will be the updated version. Okay, thanks guys, bye.